I thought I was rescuing a lonely shelter cat, but it took 11 heartbreaking days for me to realize that I had left his heart behind. When I brought Cloudy home, I gave him everything I thought a cat could need: a cozy bed, soft blankets, good food, toys, and plenty of patience. Yet every morning he sat quietly in front of the front door. He barely ate, ignored his toys, and spent hours staring at the entrance as if he were waiting for someone. Then I understood. He wasn't waiting for a better life. He was waiting for Sunny. I first met them at a small animal shelter. I hadn't planned to adopt a cat that day, I was only looking. But among all the animals, 2 cats sharing a tiny bed immediately caught my attention. Cloudy, a black and white cat, was curled protectively around a smaller orange tabby named Sunny. A note explained that they had been found together in a cardboard box behind a laundromat. Everyone at the shelter knew they were inseparable. They were a bonded pair. Cloudy gently rubbed his forehead against my hand, and I chose him instantly. I wish I could say I adopted them both, but I convinced myself that one cat was the responsible choice. As I left, Sunny pressed against the cage door and let out a tiny cry. I told myself someone else would give him a loving home. Back home, Cloudy walked straight to the front door. Day after day, he waited. On the 11th morning, I found him with one paw stretched beneath the door, as if trying to reach someone on the other side. My heart broke. I immediately called the shelter. Sunny was still there. 20 minutes later, Cloudy willingly climbed into his carrier. During the drive, he remained silent, but as soon as we approached the shelter, he began to cry. It was the first sound I had heard from him since bringing him home. Inside, Sunny was resting quietly in his cage. The moment he heard Cloudy's voice, he lifted his head and rushed forward. When I opened the carrier, Cloudy ran straight to him. The 2 cats pressed their foreheads together through the cage bars and stood there with their eyes closed, as if the world had finally become whole again. In that moment, I realized something important. I hadn't rescued Cloudy. I had separated him from the one companion who made him feel safe. Animals don't measure love by the size of a house or the comfort of a bed. Home isn't a place. Sometimes home is simply another heartbeat beside your own. I adopted Sunny that same day. Now both cats live together. I bought 2 beds, but they never use them. Instead, they sleep curled up beside each other every night. Cloudy finally began eating normally, and Sunny stayed right by his side. My home is still peaceful, but it no longer feels lonely. Cloudy and Sunny taught me that some bonds are too strong to break. Some hearts are simply meant to stay together. So if you ever visit a shelter and see 2 animals always side by side, don't think of them as 2 separate rescues.